So Tina Brown has just come out with some fresh attacks on Meghan. So I'm reading here on the Daily Beast that Tina Brown, author of the Palace Papers Inside the House of Windsor, also spoke about her partnership with Harvey Weinstein, editing the short-lived Talk magazine, saying, "In probably the dumbest career move of anybody's life, I left the New Yorker magazine to go into business with Harvey." So I guess Harvey owned Talk magazine, and so she left New York magazine to go into business with Harvey. And she now calls that probably the dumbest career move of anybody's life. That's important because she just wrote a hit piece on Meghan where she basically says that all of Meghan's ideas are total crap. I mean, look who's talking. Look who's talking. The irony leaves me breathless. I don't even have energy to discuss this. I mean, this woman who just said probably the dumbest of anybody's career move that she made when she left the New Yorker to go into business with Harvey Weinstein is now throwing rocks at the Duchess of Sussex and calling the Duchess of Sussex crap, and make someone who makes bad decisions. So the Daily Beast says here, Tina Brown, founding editor of the Daily Beast, has said that all of Meghan Markle's ideas are total crap in an astonishing attack on the Californian royals' judgment. Even the Daily Beast is saying it's astonishing. It is astonishing. You know, you look at Tina Brown and you realize that, she's a woman of a certain age. And sometimes I think, when people have reached a certain age, many different things start happening. So they have to take all kinds of different medications, right? Maybe that's something that's at play here. I mean, we don't know. We don't know what she's taking. Why would I think it's possible that she's taking something for some kind of now, a health issue that might leave her, with this loose lips, you know, psychosis. I don't know, because why would you of all people say something like that about the Duchess of Sussex? I mean, she says here, the trouble with Meghan is that she has the worst judgment of anyone in the entire world. She's flawless about getting it all wrong. She really is. This woman who just admitted, you guys, that she has the worst judgment in the entire world when she left the New Yorker magazine to go into business with Harvey Weinstein. I mean, you can't even make this stuff up. You can't make it up. You can't even get angry. You just have to conclude that she's on medication and maybe she either overdosed today or she underdosed. But something is off with this young woman. I mean, young in quotes. Now, what do I think about Meghan's decisions? I mean, look, Meghan has made some very interesting decisions so far, as we know, since she's been in the public eye. And one of them is leaving the royal family, declining to be a working member of the royal family or senior working royal, if you will, and moving back home to California, where she belongs, where she was born, to live a life outside of the sort of royal bubble. I think that was one of the most brilliant decisions that Meghan could have ever made. I think it was absolutely brilliant. And it showcased the absolute shell of an operation that the royal family really is. It's the royal family is a mirage. They have pulled the wool over the eyes of the British people for centuries. And after Queen Elizabeth died, I think it became impossible to hide this. Now, I think if Harry were still there, it would have helped them to keep up this charade a little bit longer because, as Tina Brown herself notes in her hit piece, Harry is so charming and so full of life and energy. People love him. He would have been able to sort of keep the wheels turning a little bit more, allow William to be in the background taking the credit, but keeping the thing going a little bit longer. With Harry gone because of Meghan's decision and it was really not even Meghan's decision, it was Harry's decision to leave with his wife. But I'm sure that his wife being from California and all of that was a big factor in his decision to just jump ship, right? Because this Titanic is going down. You know, this is one of the most brilliant moves that they could have made for themselves personally. But yes, I admit one of the worst decisions for the monarchy, because without Harry and frankly Meghan with him, um it's a shell that's left. You have a cancer-ridden monarch and his aged wife, and God bless them both for being aged, because I mean the alternative is you die, right? And so it's not that I'm hitting being aged, but I mean, we live in a world that values youth culture. Youth predominates, right? And so you have this aged monarch, his aged wife, who are not very interesting to people. And not just because of their age, but also because of their character, because of their history, and so on and so forth. And you have a monarch in waiting and his wife, who both it's almost like they've had a spoke in their wheels for the past couple of years since Harry left. They are unable to do anything at all. It's like they're crippled or something. They just can't get it together. They have no interesting projects. They just can't get it together. And I don't really know why. Is it just that, this cancer story? They came up with the cancer thing. It kept the world gripped, but for all the wrong reasons. I mean, I mean, who aspires to that? They need something that inspires people. They can't come up with it. Harry seems to have been the ideas man. He's the guy who has all the ideas. I mean, you can see it with Travelist, with the Invictus Games, Sentabale. Now they have the Parent Network. Harry is the idea man, right? And William was taking credit for Harry's work. And he and Kate thought they were going to have a threesome with Harry so that Harry just does their bidding, keeps them relevant with no life of his own. And they would like to have that continue to be the status quo. Drop his wife, drop his children, leave them in Montecito, come back to UK to be a third wheel in William and Kate's doomed story, right? And this woman here even admits that Harry upstages William. It's Harry's game is on a whole other level from William, right? He can't compete. But the idea that she's now going to attack Meghan as being somebody who makes all these bad decisions, when it was absolutely brilliant. Harry and Meghan are the only show in town because they left. They are the only show in town. Tina Brown is still even talking about Meghan. If Meghan is so irrelevant, I mean, I think if she's such a bad decision maker, it should make her totally irrelevant. And if she's so irrelevant, people like Tina Brown are not going to be talking about her 4 years after she left the monarchy, right? And the country, right? Every day they talk about Meghan because Meghan is relevant. Meghan is relevant because of the moves that she has made, the brilliant, unprecedented moves that she has made. And she's going to continue to make these moves, and they're going to continue to talk about her, and she's going to continue to succeed, continue to shine, continue to be the center of attention, continue to occupy that stage that they all wish Kate Middleton could fill, right? But they're not going to have their wish because Meghan is just who she is innately. That's just who she is, right? And as far as her not listening to people or whatever, I don't know anything about that. I don't know who this woman is talking about. Meghan has a mind of her own. Okay, she has her own ideas. She has her advisors, but at the end of the day, she's the one who has to go out there and put a face to whatever it is they are advising her to do. And if she doesn't agree, she doesn't agree, right? And so therefore don't do it, right? Because some of them are giving you advice simply to set you up anyway, and she's not anybody's fool. Anyway, listen, you guys, that's all for this one. I just wanted to let you know that's what Tina Brown said. Thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.